All right, New York Congressman Republican Peter King joins us now to respond to that, and he actually is the co-sponsor of this failed bill. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning, Allison.
All right, what was going on with you and Congressman Weiner yesterday there where you were yelling at each other?
I can tell you very simply what happened is on Thursday night, the Democratic leadership sabotaged the 9/11 health care bill. They required 290 votes for it to pass. It got 255 votes, which is more than enough under any normal procedure to pass. They intentionally set a high bar to avoid tough votes and to make sure the bill went down to have a political issue. And let me tell you about this bill. I have worked on this closely with Congresswoman Carol Maloney and Jerry Nadler across the aisle for more than 5 years. I've been an original co-sponsor. I've never seen Anthony Weiner involved in it at all. And this vote was supposed to come up on the floor. We had 250 votes or so, and then the last minute, the last few days, it was changed to require 290. The Democrats knew it would not get 290. And by the way, this is not Carol Maloney, this is not Jerry Nadler. This is people like Anthony Weiner and the Democratic leadership who wanted a cheap political point. And that's really all I'm saying. I am right now challenging the Democrats. Will you bring this up on the House floor? Because we know we have the votes. Do they want to pass the bill or they want to make a cheap point? I have disagreed with the Republicans. I've said it on the House floor. Republicans should vote for the bill. Most of them are not. But this is not a question of how many Democratic votes you get or how many Republican votes you get. It's a question of getting 218 votes to pass a bill.
Well,
we have that. And yet they refuse to let it go forward.
Congressman Weiner's point with you when you guys were sparring there was he said 243 Democrats voted for it and only 12 Republicans. So how can you blame Democrats when you didn't have the support of your own party?
Allison, this isn't a game where we try to get so many Republicans and so many Democrats. You get 218 votes is what we had, over 218 votes. They control the House. They didn't look for Republican votes on stimulus. They didn't look for Republican votes on cap and trade. And why does it matter, other than a political point, how many Republican votes you have? The idea is to get together as many votes as you can to pass a bill. And we did that, and they refused to allow it to pass. So, again, I think Anthony Weiner, who was, hysterical and ranting, he is proving my point. They're trying to show that more Democrats and Republicans voted for it. I've said it all along. I've been involved in this working with the Democrats. And for the last 5 years, we were working toward getting it on the floor to get 218 votes. That was the agreement until about a week ago. And I can tell you that many of the New York Democrats did not like this phony procedure that was put in. Carol Maloney is quoted in the paper today saying she wants it brought back up on the floor where you just get 218. I mean, why set 290 if you really want to help cops and firefighters? If cops and firefighters are dying, and they are, and they need health care, and we have the votes to help them, why not pass the bill?
All right, well, do you expect it to pass when you're back in session in a couple of weeks?
If the Democrats bring it up and require 218 votes, absolutely. We would have passed it the other night. We had 255 votes, but they said that wasn't enough. I've never seen, all my years in Congress, I've never seen such a sabotage of a bill. How the cheap, tawdry politics, there's only a few people, and it was done by the Democratic leadership and a few Democratic members from New York.
Okay.
But I can tell you, I look forward to working with Carol Maloney and Jerry Nadler and all the police and fire groups, as I've done all along.
All right, well, Congressman Peter King, thanks so much for coming on to explain your side of it. We do want to invite Congressman Weiner on this weekend if he would like to come on and make some points that he has yet to make, if there's anything left unsaid. Congressman King.